You know, there seems to be, according to all the polls, a growing discontent among young people, a growing discontent, not with God, for the most part, but with what they call the traditional church. There's a book out right now called The Millennials. The Millennials. We have several in here born between 1980 and 1991. Both my kids would fall into that. They're a different breed. They were raised in a different way. Every generation is, but that generation especially because of the technological advances. I remember ragging on my kids for doing their homework while listening to their iPod with the TV on at the computer. My head was going to explode. Because I remember I could only concentrate in barely then, when nothing was going on, when I was trying to do my schoolwork. I couldn't even listen to the radio because it'd be too much of the beat, you know. And my kids are just multitasking their heads off, as yours are. The millennials are dissatisfied with stuff that's done just because. Millennials are dissatisfied with powerless worship, service, religion. That's why millennials are not coming to church. Do you know that only 15% of people in that age group claim to be Christians? 15%, the lowest percentage that's ever been recorded for an age group in America. That's really scary. That's where my kids fall. That's where many of your kids fall. So what does that mean for us? It means for us that we have got to understand the difference as disciples of Christ, as Christians, between religion and relationship. The millennials want a relationship with God. Do you know 70% of them believe in God? They believe He's real. They believe in the biblical God. 15% call themselves Christians. See, that's a disconnect. Because what they're seeing, whether right or wrong, what they're seeing in what they call the traditional church doesn't move them, does not impact them, does not change them. They see it as ritual and a series of events or happenings or gatherings that are there for the sake of being there, rather than for the sake of addressing who they are, where they are, and helping them get to where they want and need to go. And we can blame it on them. You're too big. You just don't like good music. You don't like good preaching. And they'll say, you're not speaking my language. I don't know what you're talking about. Your world is different than mine. But the truth is, they probably won't even say that to you. They just won't show up. So I want to talk not about millennials tonight. That's just the introduction to a lesson that I think millennials, baby boomers, baby busters, Gen Xers, whatever other kind of title that we put on categories, age groups of people, that we all need to learn. And it goes back to being able to understand the difference between religion and relationship.